One of the greatest secrets of the rich isn't really a secret at all, but it is to those who don't bother to pay attention. Many of the richest and most successful people on the planet got to where they are by following a set of principles. Unfortunately, these principles, although hidden in plain sight, have not been discovered by most of the poor. And within the next few minutes, you're going to discover one principle that could change your life and your finances forever. Think about the last time you went to the store. What did you buy? Probably some food, some toilet paper, and maybe a candy bar or two. If you're like most Americans, you probably also purchased a few things that you thought you needed that you didn't really need. Every purchase you'll ever make in your life can be called one of two things. These are assets or liabilities. After you understand what these are, you're already ahead of 90% of the population. It's simple, really. An asset is anything that you buy that puts money into your bank account rather than taking money out of it. A liability is anything that you buy that doesn't make you money. However, what sets the rich apart from the poor is not just understanding assets and liabilities, but also understanding liabilities that act like assets. In a previous video, you learned about dollar soldiers and how the rich send their money out into the world to make more money. Assets are the missing piece to this puzzle because they are needed to grow your money. Liabilities are dangerous because they subtract from your money and your net worth. Imagine you go to a car lot. There are two cars. One is a brand new Lamborghini and the other is an old one. Both cars look exactly the same, but one is an asset and the other is a liability. One of the cars, once purchased, will put money into your bank account, and the other, the liability, will take money out. So what's the difference? The difference, even though they're both a Lamborghini, is that one of the cars appreciates or goes up in value, while the other depreciates or goes down in value. Every second of the day, as humans, we're tempted by liabilities. They're all around us, but in most cases, they're marketed to us as being assets. Drink this fruit smoothie and it will improve your health. Buy this boat and it will give you all of these cool experiences. If you want to get rich, you have to immediately start viewing the world in terms of assets and liabilities. Or to put it simply, what can you buy that will make you more money? That new Camaro Super Sport would be really fun to drive, but over the length of the loan, it's going to subtract many thousands of dollars from your net worth, which makes it a liability. But things aren't always quite as they seem. Imagine you bought that same $30,000 Camaro, but instead of driving it around for personal pleasure, instead you used it to start a YouTube channel documenting your journey, turbocharging it and modifying it. Now you can write the car off on your taxes, along with the miles driven and everything else related to your new business. Imagine 2 years from now, you have a popular YouTube channel that brings in $15,000 per month in pure profit. That same Camaro that was a liability is now an asset. And after doing the math, it turns out to be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life. When thinking like the rich, remember that many products can be an asset or a liability, depending on how you use them. One of the biggest mistakes that poor people make is ignoring the small stuff and thinking that it doesn't matter. Every single time you purchase something, think to yourself, is this going to make me money or is this going to cost me money over time? Sure, we would all love to have a brand new Camaro or a new Lamborghini, but if it's a liability that can't be converted into an asset, do not buy it. Another secret of the rich is understanding that assets and liabilities aren't just products. They're also people and even living situations. A friendship or time with someone who has done what you want to do in life, such as getting rich, is an asset. On the flip side, time spent with people who are actively trying to keep you poor, even if they're friends or family, is a liability. Even your brain can be a liability or an asset. And even if your brain starts out as a liability, it is never too late to convert it into an asset. An understanding of liabilities and assets is yet another piece of the map that can lead you to your own personal treasure.